When I was a little kid, one of the craziest things that ever happened to me was when I watched Pokemon and I saw that Ash did not win the championship, like the final championship of the Pokemon League, Kanto League, I don't know what it is. That blew my mind. I remember thinking, what? How could Ash not win the championship? He's the guy, he's the main character, this is his story. But as I've grown up, I realized how beautiful that moment was and what they were trying to teach us in that moment, in this freaking show with these little creatures that they just want us to buy all the cards and all the stuff. It's like a marketing show. I don't know what you would call Pokemon. There was some beauty in there, okay? There was some heart, and they were trying to show us that it's okay to fail. It's okay to fail. And I needed to hear that back then, but I didn't. You know what I mean? I didn't see that as a little kid. It's just like didn't compute with me. I was like, oh, what the heck? That doesn't make sense. He should have won. That's dumb. But now that I've failed so much at things, you know, stuff that I've worked hard for, it's been like, you know what? I get it. And you know, one of the things that I failed at recently was Streamer University. And I know people are gonna be like, bro, what the Streamer University? Look, it's something that I set a goal in mind. You know what I mean? I've been making content for the last like 4 years. It's a doorway to a bigger world, to create content with bigger creators, expand your horizons, get more views. You know what I mean? It's a content creator's dream. It's like the tuning exams for us out here. But I didn't get in, you know? And in that moment, I felt like a failure. Oh my God. I felt like, damn, what the hell? Story's over, la la. But then I thought about Ash, and I thought, you know what? The story's not over. I gotta just keep grinding. I gotta get more Pokemon. I gotta keep training. When I made my Streamer University application, I'm not gonna lie to you, I really just thought my numbers and virality could get me there, and I realized I haven't really been working that hard. I haven't been hungry enough. I saw all these other creators that put applications in. I saw all these other people that got accepted, and honestly I realized that they're way better than me. I was like, you know, it took a moment for me to be like, damn, I suck. I'm like, compared to these guys, what am I doing? What am I providing to the world? I was like, you know what? I gotta just like jump back into it. Thinking about that, and it made me want to make this video about failure, because I want to let other people know it's okay to feel that way. It's okay to fail. It's okay to not get that test, to not pass that class, to not, you know, get that thing you wanted or whatever, you know, not be with the person you wanted to be with, whatever situation you may consider a failure, okay? Whatever that may be. It's okay. It doesn't mean that the story's over. It doesn't mean you gotta wrap up the bag and get everything out of it. No, it just means that you gotta re-strategize and try again. Maybe that wasn't meant for you to begin with. Who knows? But you gotta try again at least. You gotta try again. Because that's what Ash did. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what everybody does. You know what I mean? What if dudes like Benjamin Franklin failed out here the first time when he tried to get electricity? And he's just like, you know what? Never mind. You know, I'm sure he did a couple test runs and was like, bro, there's something here. I got to keep going. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like you can't give up after one or two things that could knock you out of the way. Did you even really want it? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to fail too. You don't feel worthless. Don't feel like you're less of a person. Don't feel like you didn't work hard enough or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? You just gotta stand back, re-strategize, try again. Pick yourself up, and remember that you're more than whatever that is. Okay? And when you finally get to wherever you want to get to, it's gonna feel so much better because of that failure. Because you failed the first time, when you finally get to wherever you're trying to get to, you're gonna be like, I knew I could do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna feel so much more satisfying to accomplish it knowing that you failed already. If you just did it and then went and did it, it's like, oh, okay, that's cool. I knew I could do it. But imagine you failed like a movie and then you pick yourself back up, and like, you know, the rising action, the climax, and then like the descent or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have some story there, some lore. There's gotta be some lore. Like, hey man, I took the test the first time and I didn't make it. Imagine how boring that would be if you told the story like, yeah, I took the test instantly and just passed. Everybody like, oh, that's cool, this guy. But if you said, bro, I went and took this test, I failed, and finally I studied, and I passed it, people would be like, bro, hell yeah, that's a story right there. You know what I mean? Like me, if I don't know what's gonna happen to me, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say I'm gonna get to Streamer University. I don't know where I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna try to get into something like that. And if I finally do get there, when I do get there, it's gonna be like, bro, remember when you failed those first 2 times, bro? You know what I mean? It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. But that's why we need failure. That's why it's okay to fail. Don't be scared. Don't be scared to fail. Don't be scared to like have a moment where things don't go right. Because everybody nowadays wants everything to go right. Everybody wants everything planned out. You want like some Sharingan, like freaking Sasuke or like Byakugan. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to like plan every entire move. That's why people get so much anxiety nowadays, because we have these phones and all this stuff, and we plan our entire lives around. And then certain situations we can't control. We can't control meeting a new person. We can't control going to a new job, going to a party. So they give us extreme anxiety, because you can't like scope it out on your phone and see what's on the menu before you get there and do all this. You know what I mean? Like certain things are going to give you anxiety, and you're like, oh my God, I don't know what's going to happen. I might fail. I might not do good. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. If you just failed at something, like, I don't know, maybe that's how you stumbled upon my video. I just want you to know you're still awesome. You're still dope. Don't care about whatever that is. Literally go out, take a walk, smoke a joint, get a drink, whatever you do to relax, and just re-strategize and come back and attack it in a different way. That's all I gotta say. And you know, mostly I'm making this video mostly for myself. I'm gonna watch this back again later when I fail at something and be like, shit, I suck. I'm like, wait a minute, what did you just say in that one video? I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Hope everyone has a good night. I'm just spamming videos. Good night.